What's up, gamers? Hi, Guardians, and hello, Internet. Sloop Gaming here with another Bungie info drop. Season 23, Season of the Wish, has officially launched today, and we have a lot of information that's coming from the Destiny 2 community team. Let's take a look. Welcome to Season of the Wish from the Destiny 2 community team. Today is Season of the Wish launch day. It's finally here, and we hope you're having a blast. New activities, challenges, loot, and rewards await you. We understand keeping track of everything new can be daunting, so we hope this article helps. And I certainly hope that videos like this help you, the viewer, the community, stay on top of all the news that's happening with Destiny 2, as well as throughout online gaming. A new trailer dropped today, so let's take a look at that.
A wish to pursue the witness. Only Riven can open the way. Riven, whose heart was torn out by guardians. We have a dragon to charm.
I am dead, as are the rest of my kind. But if you were to secure my eggs, then you would also secure your heart's desire. It is your turn to grant a last wish. Beware, Guardian. You may find it a place most unwelcoming.
You knew from the beginning.
Last words. Last wish. Last words. Last wish. Last words. Last wish. All wishes come at a cost.
So there you have it, the new trailer for Season 23, Season of the Wish. Nobody does cinematics and hype trailers better than Bungie. Definitely makes me want to hop in and play. Right now, there's a queue to get in, but I figured we take a look at this update, read the rest of it, and then certainly get your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue. New weekly missions. Unable to follow the witness through the portal ripped open in the Traveler, the Vanguard had no other choice but to revive Zavathun, Witch Queen and Hive God of Lies. After giving us some trouble, a pattern was revealed in her wings that ended up being none other than the long-lost 15th Wish. Tough luck that we killed the only being capable of granting it. She was known as Riven, Riven of 1,000 Voices, the last known Ahamkara. She was taken, and her death was our calling. But awoken magic is powerful, and thanks to Marasov and her coven of Techians, we are able to commune with Riven's spirit. Understandably, she is not happy to face her killers again, and she is not the only obstacle that we'll be facing in Season of the Wish. New seasonal activity, the Riven's Lair. Riven will offer us a bargain. Delve through her lair, retrieve her last clutch of uncorrupted eggs, and she will grant us the 15 wish. Riven's Lair is now a new 3-player activity in Season of the Wish, and it takes place in a large, sprawling underworld beneath the Dreaming City. Be careful where you step, though. There are many treacherous traps and powerful enemies to defeat. The rewards are totally worth it, though. After all, dragons love to hoard loot, don't they? There's also a new collab. The new Destiny 2 collab, Evil is Evil, Minor, Major, or Ascendant. You know it, Guardians know it, and Geralt of Rivia certainly knows it. That's why he is the inspiration for our latest collaboration. Embody the White Wolf himself with the new armor ornament sets, exotic cosmetics, and items available in the in-game Eververse store. Because why only bring one sword to fight the Hive when you can bring two? So I'm sure everyone has seen the art for the Witcher collab with Destiny. It certainly looks cool. However, it's, as far as my knowledge, and again, please let me know in the comments below, it's just all going to be available for silver. I don't believe any of these items will be available to earn in game or through Bright Dust. We'll certainly find that out when we dive into the content today and take a look at the Eververse store. What do you guys think about these Eververse items, these crossover collabs? A lot of the items available in the past were just available for purchased via silver. Should they be available in game? At the very least, be available for Bright Dust in some capacity? Please let us know in the comments below. New season pass rewards. As with every new season, the new season pass has tons of rewards to earn. Legendary weapons, various boost, deep sight harmonizers, crafting materials, armor ornaments, and since legendary shards are going away, more about that below, there are new glimmer and material rewards in their place. Additionally, those who acquire the season pass will instantly unlock the seasonal exotic, available at rank 30 for free players, which is none other than the reimagined Destiny classic, Dragon's Breath. So Dragon's Breath is back. Burn the world, burn it all. A classic exotic rocket launcher from Destiny's history is coming back with Season of the Wish. Dragon's Breath has been reimagined and will leave a lasting impression, no pun intended, on enemies when you use it in the battlefield. New artifact, Queen's Foil Sensor. The Queen's Foil Sensor is the seasonal artifact, and you can check all the artifact perks it includes in the November 2nd This Week in Destiny. Among others, it contains unstoppable bows and overload rocket launchers. Rocket launchers are also getting increased damage and reload speed thanks to the good old Argent Ordnance perk, and Stasis is getting some very strong perks too. New dungeon, Warlord's Ruin. While not part of the season, the second dungeon included with the Lightfall Dungeon Key is launching. Warlord's Ruin will be available starting 9 a.m. Pacific Time, Friday, December 1st. And that's all we can share for now. We are keeping the details about this one close to the chest, but let's say the Dreaming City is not the only cursed place you'll visit during the season. Okay, one more thing, Rocket Pistol. New legendary weapons. The new season brings a new set of new legendary weapons. The new season brings a new set of 6 brand new craftable legendary weapons. Super Cluster, Slug Shotgun, Strand. Scatter Signal, Rapid Fire Fusion Rifle, also Strand. A Pendant, Trace Rifle, Stasis. Scalar Potential, Rapid Fire Pulse Rifle, Arc. Lithophobia, Lightweight Bow, Void. Doomed Petitioner, Linear Fusion Rifle, Void. These all share a new origin trait called Dragon's Vengeance. We'll also have a new set of legendary weapons that drop in the new dungeon, but you will have to discover those for yourself. And let's not forget about the new ritual weapon, a Void Caster Sword called Chivalric Fire, or the new contenders in the competitive division, Iron Banner, Trials, and of course, the World Loot Pool, that not only has new additions, but also a system in place to focus them at the gunsmith and also earn some of them through Lost Sector completions. More about that in a second. Returning legendary weapons. Since the season is focused on the Dreaming City, we felt it was a good time to update a few old friends that fit thematically. Yes, we are talking about the Dreaming City weapons that you can get from the Blind Well, the Shattered Throne, and the Ascendant Challenge chest. They have new perk pools and a new origin trait called Advanced Reflexes. Tiger Spite, Precision Auto Rifle, Kinetic. Waking Vigil, Adaptive Hand Cannon, Arc. Sleepless, High Impact Rocket, Arc. Vouchsafe, Lightweight Scout, Void. Retold Tale, Precision Shotgun, Void. Twilight Oath, Rapid Fire Sniper Solar, Abide the Return Adaptive Sword Solar. Additionally, you can also get the 4 Season of Undying legendary weapons. Not only are they craftable, but they have also acquired the Nano Munitions Origin trait. Optative Precision Hand Cannon Void, Adhorative Adaptive Pulse Rifle Solar, Imperative High Impact Scout Rifle Kinetic, and Subjunctive Lightweight Submachine Gun Arc. More guns! Hooray! Dawning and moments of triumph. During Season of the Wish, you'll have a chance to celebrate the Dawning, our more festive event where you can bake cookies for all of your friends in the tower and earn some loot on the side. And in February, we will have some time for your moments of triumph so you can all reflect on the many achievements during the year of Lightfall to prepare for the final shape. More updates coming with Season of the Wish, Fireteam Finder, Stress Test, and Beta. We are finally close to releasing one of the most important tools in the history of Destiny 2, Fireteam Finder, our in-game group finding solution. We will start at 9 a.m. Pacific time on November 30th with a raid stress test. We will test the resilience of the system several times during the season with the goal of having a first-class Fireteam Finder tool for all activities when the final shape launches. Crucible playlist and the Citadel map. With the launch of Season of the Wish, the Crucible will have several new playlists added so players can compete against each other, like the new 3v3 and 6v6 quick play nodes. At the same time, we are adding more rewards and tuning some of the most popular game modes and modifiers like Checkmate to make the experience more balanced and challenging for everyone. And the Citadel map from the Dreaming City is making a comeback too. Introducing Gunsmith Engrams. Banshee 44, our dear gunsmith in the tower, will start accepting a new type of engram when the new season starts. These so-called Gunsmith Engrams can be focused for foundry weapons from previous seasons in a daily rotation. Rahul's new capabilities. The Cryptarch is also getting new functionalities. On top of his usual duties exchanging materials, Rahul is now able to dismantle those and transform them into other materials. Put in another way, if you want to transform Ascendant Shards into Enhancement Prisms, you can. Legendary Shard Deprecation. As we talked about in the September 14th TWID, we will start deprecating Legendary Shards in Season of the Wish. The first step is to remove them from transactions you may have with vendors and also from the Seasonal Pass rank rewards. As we mentioned earlier, this is a long process that will be completed by the time the final shape launches. Lost Sector and Ritual Rewards. In this new season, we are doubling down on the rewards you can earn from both Lost Sectors and Ritual activities like Strikes or the Crucible. Lost Sectors will have World Loot Pool weapons in a daily rotation, in addition to their usual rewards when completed solo. And Rituals will give you engrams instead of specific rewards, so you can go into the correspondent vendor in the tower to focus the weapons you want. Ghost Shell mod changes. Our faithful ghosts deserve the best. That's why we're making some changes to how Ghost Shell mods work. Not only have their functionalities have been reworked and simplified, but they also have lower costs, so more can be equipped at the same time. Sparrows will always be on time. Always on time has been the fastest sparrow for a long time. But starting next week, all other exotic sparrows will run as fast and be as resilient as this fan favorite. Always on time will still have some extra tricks available, but this way we hope you can take some other vehicles for a nice ride around the last city. Thorn is getting a catalyst. After how much you all love the Monte Carlo catalyst, we felt the next one needed to be as special. That's why Thorn is getting one in Season of the Wish. Be ready for it, because its stat boost and new ammo perk make it an even nastier beast. Vault from Orbit. It's not that we don't love going to the tower to visit our friends, but having our vault available from Orbit is great, and that's why you'll be able to do so when the new season comes today. We have more plans for vault availability. Weapon tuning preview. The Destiny 2 weapons team shared their plans for the weapon changes coming with Season of the Wish. Glaives are getting a rework. Sniper rifles will hit harder. Vex, Mythoclast, and Revision 0 will hurt champions the most, and the list goes on. Abilities and exotic armor changes. Same story for abilities and exotic armor pieces. More than 15 pieces of armor have been improved, and there's some buffs coming to the stasis subclasses, including the new frost armor buff. We have also toned down some old outlier supers. Not looking at anyone in particular here, Well and Ward. You can read more in detail about these changes from the November 22nd TWID. And then we also have a message here from Joe Blackburn. Let's take a look.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Blackburn, the game director for Destiny 2. I'm sure with the announcement today that the final shape is coming out on June 4th, there are a lot of questions on, hey, what's the team working on? What's the content that's coming out before June? So I wanted to step by down here in the stream room today and drop by with some classic Joe handwritten notes and talk about what we're doing between now and June. I think this is going to be a pretty short video, so I want to get right into it. Let's start with the obvious stuff. Tomorrow, Season of the Wish launches. We're super excited, not only about the story and the content of this season, but how it's going to roll into the final shape. So I hope the small army of you out there with your Last Wish raid jackets are wearing them with pride. I know I will be. Then, on Friday, we've got Warlord's Ruin. It's a new dungeon coming to Destiny 2 that I would love to talk to you all about, but because I'm at the studio, I'm like a little worried that someone from the Raid and Dungeon team is going to hear me and like come barreling through the door. So we'll let you all see that for yourselves. Speaking of group content, let's talk Fireteam Finder real quick. Recently, we put out some messaging on how Fireteam Finder is going to roll out. I just wanted to give a little more context here. I don't think this is hyperbole when I say I think Fireteam Finder is going to change the way so many of you interact with Destiny 2 on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
That being said, it's a pretty big technical change to the game. So I want to be really careful with how we roll this out. We're going to be doing limited windows with limited activities to start. This is going to allow us to collect the data we need, take it on, see how server stability is affected, take it off, make changes, and then roll it out better and better each time. Ultimately, what we're going to be working towards is a version of Fireteam Finder that you can use for raids, dungeons, strikes, PvP, whatever you want that needs a group in the new year and right before the final shape. PvP. So last time we talked a bunch about PvP. I just wanted to give an update on where we are. We've got a Crucible Labs mode that we've been experimenting a lot with called Checkmate. We're going to do two things with Checkmate this year. We're going to take Checkmate and put it onto the core Crucible playlists. It's going to be like 6v6 control unranked. We want to see how the Checkmate rules that we've been experimenting with interact with a larger Crucible ecosystem. But ultimately, what we're trying to do with Checkmate is not create a third or a fourth way to play the game. Checkmate is all about a more deliberate Crucible. So we want to take the rule changes for Checkmate, be this slower ability recharge rate, or different rules around special ammo. We want to find the stuff that's working, and we want to start porting those rule changes over into the core Destiny 2 Crucible. This is about creating a Crucible that is more strategic, is more focused on your guns, and is more focused on the loadout that you're bringing in to fight with. Speaking of Crucible, let's talk maps. So not only do we have the Citadel coming to Destiny 2 this week, we also are still cranking out maps for the map pack that we talked about earlier this year. This is going to be coming out in the new year all at once. We've got 3 maps, one on Europa, one on Neomuna, and one on the Terraformed Pyramid. I actually got a chance to play test these again yesterday. I'm really excited about all of them. I think I did the best on the Europa map, but right now I think Neomuna is trending to be the sort of internal favorite. Really excited to see how all these get built and continued over development. Really excited for them to get in your hand. They're all sort of Jav 4 size. So we know we've been putting out a lot of larger maps. We want to put out maps that are going to be able to really excel in modes like Trials of Osiris and the competitive playlist to really balance out both these larger experiences and more, close quarters experiences as well. Ultimately, this is not everything that we're doing in PvP, so keep your ear out for socials. We're trying to make sure that the Destiny 2 Crucible is built for those folks that love to log on and play Destiny PvP every single day. All right, let's see what's on page 2 here. I think the big question in everyone's mind is, okay, but Season of the Wish content is going to roll out. Talk to me about February through June. So starting in February, we're going to be rolling out more content that's available to anyone who plays Destiny 2. It's going to start slow in February with things like Moments of Triumph and a series of progression, reward-centric weekly quests we're calling wishes. I'll let the folks on Reddit theorize on what they think these wishes could be. Then in March, we're going to be pulling Guardian games in, and this year it's got a revitalized focus on this sort of class v class competition that we think really is going to accelerate the creative and the excitement around the event. But ultimately, we're trying to get towards April and May. We're going to be talking about a new period of Destiny we're calling Destiny 2 Into the Light. Now, as we get closer to Into the Light, we're going to be talking more about it in the new year. But this is really built not only for the folks that have played Destiny for 5,000 hours, but also for your friends, for your family, for people that are just getting into Destiny and want to prepare for the final shape. We're really excited about the content and rewards that are coming in this. So please stay tuned. We'll be talking more about what's happening in these sort of 2 months before the final shape as we get closer to them. But all of that aside, what most of the team is working on right now is what's coming out in June, the final shape. We know there are high expectations for the way that we're going to put a bow on this 10-year saga of Destiny 2. We know that y'all are expecting awesome, gorgeous new locations, a bunch of new stuff to fight, and a bunch of new ways to fight it, all alongside a story that has to stand side by side with some of the best stories our studio has ever told. I'm going to be honest. We've been holding some cards close to our chest on this one. And I'm going to ask that you bear with us for a little bit longer, because we think a bunch of the systems and the gameplay that we want to talk about are things that you need to see, not just hear. So in April, when we come back with gameplay from the final shape, we want the game to speak for itself. All right, I promised I wouldn't take as long this time. I've got a bunch of play tests to run to. So thanks so much for spending some time with me this morning. I am going to see all of y'all this week in Season of the Wish. Thanks again. Bye.
So that was a message that was put out yesterday from Game Director of Destiny 2, Joe Blackburn. Pretty straightforward, pretty transparent. Not a whole lot of specifics, but hey, it's information from the game director. Obviously, the ahamkara is out of the bag. I know, horrible pun, but final shape is delayed until June of 2024. There'll be moments of triumph. These wishes, what was it? Stepping into the light, coming into the light. That'll be happening in April, May. So more on that to come. As soon as that information's out, we're certainly going to share it here at Sloop Gaming. What are your thoughts on Joe's transparency? Let us know in the comments below, and let us know what your expectations are for what's going to be, perhaps the longest season in Destiny 2 history, or at least, one or two of them. And, buckle your seatbelts, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a long season. If you're not a fan of Destiny 2, you're going to be playing a variety of other games. But if you are a Destiny fanboy or fangirl, you're just going to take it in stride, just as you always have been, and, enjoy this wonderful game. Improvements to game stability. The services that power Destiny 2 are a critical part of every player's experience, and our commitment to enhancing its stability and reliability is ongoing. Back in June, we shared some technical details about our efforts to improve Destiny 2's service stability. Today, we're excited to offer more details about service stability enhancements since then and future improvements with the rollout of Season of the Wish. Throughout previous updates, we've made significant strides in our ability to monitor and troubleshoot services experiencing issues. Bungie's Network Operations Center team maintains around-the-clock vigilance. The work carried out in earlier releases has resulted in measurable improvements for our community. We've seen a marked reduction in incidents affecting players due to internal service issues. As mentioned in previous updates, we have also carried out chaos testing to validate that our different services can withstand even the most challenging circumstances. We've been holding regular root cause analysis sessions for each issue that disrupts player experiences, ensuring we effectively prevent the possibility of reoccurrence. For example, after resolving one of the issues that can cause a current error for players, we've added dashboards and updated run books to speed up future investigations. Additionally, we identified a hardware issue as the root cause, significantly reducing the likelihood of this specific problem recurring in the future. For the 7.3.0 release, we will be launching several additional Destiny service improvements. Our game services will be able to automatically restart if they detect they are entering a bad state. We improved the provisioning process for cloud machines, and they will automatically redirect taking game traffic if they don't have enough resources for the current load. We validated various bug fixes, would not be introducing new instability into the system. We added more health dashboards for our game servers. This is preventative work to identify game servers that enter an unhealthy state so that our load balancer can remove them from rotation more quickly. We've made hardware upgrades in our data center, and we have conducted a significant effort to validate the stability of the Fireteam Finder feature, which uses a new storage technology. Despite our diligence here, we are planning on launching the feature in a beta period to allow us to carefully validate live stability before enabling the feature permanently. Our work doesn't stop here. After today's launch of Season of the Wish, we began work on further enhancements for the final shape. This includes additional load and chaos testing for new game features, as well as new functionality to expedite recovery for parts of our infrastructure. Our ultimate goal remains providing the best possible experience to Destiny 2 players based on our ongoing efforts and player feedback. We aim to minimize disruptions while promptly addressing any issues that arise. We generally appreciate your patience and feedback as we work towards these objectives. Patch notes. At last but not least, here's a link to the patch notes for Destiny 2 Update 7.3.0. There's more details in there about some of the changes mentioned in this article, in case you really want to go over the specifics of the update that is dropping in the coming hours. Everyone at Bungie hopes you have the most amazing time playing Season of the Wish. Be careful with what you say near the Ahamkara. Try to put together a new build that makes the most of the new artifact, and check out the new Crucible playlist. As always, let us know what you think about anything. Share your feedback with us, tagging our official Destiny 2 team, Reddit, Twitter X, and the Bungie forums. See it in the Dreaming City from Bungie. And from here at Sloop Gaming, I definitely want to get your feedback in the comments below. How do you guys feel about these? I'm going to be putting a link to the patch notes in the description below. Again, let us know your thoughts on Season of the Wish. Thank you for your time. Be safe, stay vigilant, and as always, may the light protect us all. Thank you for watching. Likes and shares are very much appreciated, and subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. Peace.